Hello, 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 everybody. It's Matt, and it is Fiendish Friday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of info. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day. I give you a brief synopsis, starring cast, directors, runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for the trailer. And if you decide you can help support Matt's Movie Mania and toss me a couple of bucks. Now that we got all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's is a very fun one to continue on for the week of films from the 1950s. This one came out back in 1955 or 59, excuse me, and was followed by three sequels that I have not seen, and today was the first time I'd seen this one as well. Directed by none other than Eddie Romero and Jerry De Leon. I think it's Jerry, Gerry. But either way, they both did a great job at co-directing this film together. And like I said, 1959, and it runs at about an hour and 60 minutes. And it is none other than Terror is a Man. Wow, what a fun release. And Severin Films, if you see my little pinky finger down here, I'm pointing to the logo. They did a great job with this, with special features as always. Excuse me, and cleaning up the picture and the audio, and they did just such a wonderful job with this. I cannot recommend this one enough. I think the only place where you can get it now is probably through Severin, or maybe Diabolic might have some left, or maybe Deep Discount or one of the other companies. I purchased the last one from Grindhouse, so they do not have any more there, at least as of now. They do not. Okay, let's roll on to the film of the day. What is this thing about? Well, Terror is a Man is about a guy named William Fitzgerald. We're just going to call him Fitzgerald. He is on a Freightliner with 17 other passengers. It happens to crash and sink. He is the only survivor, and he washes up ashore on this tiny island that this crazy doctor is running mad experiments as he is there with his wife and his business partner Walter. And then they also have Celine and Tiago, who are both kind of their children, but they are basically servants to the doctor and Frances, the wife, and Walter and Fitzgerald. That's our entire cast. We only got 7 people counting the monster. Which the monster, I will say, is really cool looking when you do finally see it. This is obviously it here on the cover. It's kind of a blend between like a panther, cat, man, werewolf with like these bandages that are wrapped around it from head to toe that kind of resemble mummy shrouds. It's really kind of cool, and it's got these long, sharp, pointy claws. And don't look for a high body count. I mean, come on, this is a film from the 50s. It's not going to be insane on the blood. It's not going to be a bloodbath. So if you're looking for that, you've come to the wrong place. Now, if you're here for a great story with great suspense, lots of fun action, a fun creature, some decent acting, and just overall a fun film, this is where it's at. This is the bee's knees, in my opinion. But back to the story. So Fitzgerald is stuck on this island with these 4 other people. He eventually finds out, or 5 other people finds out about the 6th person with the werewolf. Is that right? Yep. yeah. This he finds out about the final person, the monster, because the monster is roaming free as he is there, and the first morning he wakes up, he goes out and looks for everyone, because he wakes up and it's just him and Tiago there at the house. Tiago feeds him a masterful meal and he is very full. So he decides he's done and he's gonna go do manly things, and he's gonna go find the crazy doctor and the wife Frances and see what they're up to. And so when he does find them, he almost steps in a giant pit, which is a trap. He is quick to say, oh, there's 3 of them in total, along with some other traps as well. And he just kind of vaguely describes a creature that he is trying to capture, that he's been doing experiments on, and it has escaped. Very interesting. Now we go along with this, and you see brief glimpses of the creature itself. Most of it's at the end, the final 30 minutes, you really get a lot of the creature. But you get Fitzgerald at one point trying to get all smooth with Frances, the wife of the doctor. They have a smooch, and you know, things get really weird and awkward. At one point, Walter, the business partner, who is just kind of a jerk, he's just a jerk face in general. He tries to get frisky with Frances as well, but at that point, the creature has been caught and is sedated, but sedated and strapped down to a table. He eventually wakes up and he sees what Fitzgerald is doing, and so what he does is he decides he's going to break free, or try to break free and stop what's going on. William decides he's going to attack the creature, and so you got this kind of Island of Dr. Moreau meets Frankenstein kind of idea. It's very, very, very cool. I'm not going to give away any more bits to the story, because I want you guys to watch this one. Hop on out and either rent it online or buy a copy from Severin Films itself. It's still reasonably cost. I think I paid like less than $20 for this, and then with shipping, so I got it on a hell of a deal. Alright guys, now on to the 3 things that I love my movies to meet. First is the audio. Like I said earlier, Severin did a great job with cleaning up the audio in the visual of the side of this film. So it's crisp, cool, and clean, as I like to say. They really brought their A game with this one, in my opinion. There's never a moment where I don't understand what the characters are saying. The only time I ever had any problem was at first with the name Tiago. I thought they were saying Iago, like as in like that parrot played by what was his name? Doesn't matter. The parrot from Aladdin. That's what I was thinking they were saying was Iago. But I quickly learned it was Tiago. That was the only time I ever had a problem, and it was very quickly resolved. So I'm going to give it an A on that side. As far as dialogue goes, it's obviously extremely dated. The way people talk in this is far from the way we talk nowadays. So it's going to get a B on that side. I liked it, though. It's not a home run out of the park when it comes to that, but that's not why I tuned into this movie. I tuned in because it has everything else that I wanted. A cool creature, fun characters, good suspense that's built up throughout. I think this is just an all around a great flick. So now on to the third thing, which is editing. Editing is done very smooth. It keeps an okay pace. There are a couple of times where I feel like it hiccups a little bit, and you feel like you're about to get something a little more, and then they pull back. That's some of that extra suspense that they put in there. I liked it either way. It was done very well. I think it could have been cut by probably about 5 to 10 minutes, in my opinion. The final sequence, the final 30 minutes, has bits of it where I'm like, does that really need to be there? You know, I mean, do we need to have the creature backing up on a cliff with Francis in his arms for like 4.5 minutes? Do we need that? No, we can cut that down a little bit, in my opinion. All right, guys, I'm gonna and final score on 1 through 5. I'm gonna give this thing a 4 out of 5. I really hope you guys check this out. Too bad it's not on Tubi or Freevee or Hulu or Netflix. It's not on any of those. I didn't see if it's on streaming on Prime. That was the one place I forgot to check. But either way, this is definitely well worth your try. Put that down. Love it. Yeah. All right, guys. Love your faces. And as always, peace.